Hello and welcome to What's on the Tape, where I take 40-year-old ZX Spectrum tapes, you know, those ones we made as a kid, and attempt to load and play them all today. Okay, so we've got, well, we actually only got two because these are empty. I took the cases out just because it looks cool. So anyway, but yeah, we have got a couple here. We've got one that's got Mooncrester on it. It says on the bottom here, look, Mooncrester, and we've also got Combat Links on there. Combat Links, classic games. Mooncrester, of course, being a very good arcade conversion, a really good arcade conversion. And this one, I think, but I can't tell because there is nothing on it now, so this could be actually a mystery to it. I can hear Spectrum noises on it, but I could also hear that of the Commodore 64 there. So it could be some, well, it's not going to load on a Spectrum, but there could be some Commodore 64 there. But we've got Jumping Jack, we've got Arcadia. Now, the reason I chose this is actually this week, this tape, it was because somebody mentioned Arcadia in the comments. I think it was Simon, actually. So, hi, Simon, thank you. Ardidums, Hair Razor, and Weetabix, which, of course, was a weird shoot-'em-up that you got. I don't know whether it came directly with Weetabix, you could buy it with it or not. Not really sure. I think this is pretty uncommon as well, Hair Razor. So we're going to get one of these, probably starting over here, because it's a classic, into a tape drive. Okay, the tape is in the drive, so we'll go to our favourite, which is Basic, and load it. This is definitely a 48K game. Or load speech marks. So this is Mooncrester. This was followed up by Terracrester, and there is another one. I think it's a Terracrester too. There's a Soulcrester as well, which I think these are sort of games you can pick up on Steam. Those are sort of, that's where they are nowadays. Steam, Sony store, and Xbox's store. I don't think no physical versions of those available. I don't think, unless you're a Switch user, of course, because Switch is a completely different animal, as we all know. How are you all? Sorry about last week. I was at a LAN party again, unfortunately. Unfortunately for you, fortunately for me, I was at a LAN party again. Gaming party again. It was actually really good. It was good. We played some Quake Live, which is really, honestly, you forget how good Quake is. It's just madness and pandemonium and sort of pure sweaty gripping of the mouse and keyboard. Effectively, it really is. It's really sort of heart-pumping stuff. Followed by a bit of some. I mean, to be fair, this is a whole day, by the way, and it was mostly playing. We sort of arrived at about 9:10. I say we, me, my daughter, and my friend and I. We arrived at 9:10, and we played, and we were there all day until about half past 4. When we were that was it. We were done. We were worn out after that. It's too much. I'm getting too old for this. So we played, as I said, it was Quake, Friends vs Friends. Highly recommend Friends vs Friends. If you've not looked at Friends vs Friends, get your Steam out and have a little look at Friends vs Friends. It's also on Xbox and PlayStation if you fancy it. It's basically a small arena shooter with a deck mechanic. I might actually do a video on it. I'll have to, actually. I feel now I have to do a video on it. It's worth playing. It's really cheap. It's almost always £2.12 on Steam, or about $3 or $4. But it's so good you can buy it for your friends, and you can just basically shoot your friends in the face while using these sort of deck mechanics, which do things like making turrets appear or better weapons. They're all in the deck rather than things you pick up on the level. And because it's so short and so small, the matches are really quick to play. And it's just about... This is going well, by the way, with this tape. I'm enjoying how well this tape's loading. I think I might just already shoot over to... PlayZX on the old mobile phone. If you want to know how PlayZX works and how I load it off that, you need to have a little look in the description below. There's some details there. And if you're there, you might as well press that subscribe button. You might as well. If you're there, you might as well do that. But yeah, PlayZX is the way to go from this one. But yeah, it was just so much fun. You know, those 3 games. Plus, we also looked at games that other people had on the machines and all this kind of stuff. Nothing really grabs my fancy amongst most of the modern ones, realistically. Especially if they're by AAA, they're sort of title people. You know what I mean? AAA brands, I guess it is. I mean, to be fair, everything's owned by EA and Microsoft nowadays, isn't it? I don't think there's very much left that isn't owned by those two. Microsoft with all of the software houses. I see now that they're releasing them all. A lot of them are buying themselves back from Microsoft for pennies and re-releasing their games under their own titles, or their own sort of publishing. It doesn't surprise me, realistically. They just bit off more than they chew. They treat gaming and the entertainment industry like you do corporate things. So instead of buying a corporate product and sort of incorporating the product, you can't just incorporate games and assume that they're going to work. You still have to develop games and look at creative ideas, and then you can't spend your time just laying off all the most expensive workers because they tend to be the most creative. It's not how it works, and EA is doing exactly the same. They've now been taken into their private ownership in Saudi Arabia with the Trump family firmly behind part of it. EA is probably not a game. Not games I will be playing again, realistically. Right, re-release. Here we go. The alternative re-release. I don't remember the incentive software version of this. I feel like I should, but I don't remember it. That's that one. Play. Go for it. Here we go. So this is the re-release. I'm a little bit. I don't know how I feel really about the ownership of video game companies. You see, I know why the Saudi Arabia and places like that are buying up video game companies. It's because they're worried that when we ultimately get rid of fossil fuels, although they've got massive governmental people backing those things. Not that there's anything wrong with fossil fuels if managed correctly, by the way. There's a factor here, and there's a lot of things. It's got to be sensible. If your fuel goes up twice as much because you can't do it on the renewables, and there's lots of things that need to be done. So we need to work to the future. I think they're buying them up basically because that's another multi-billion-pound sort of way to sort of make money. But I still think you need creativity to do that. You definitely do. Anyway, Mooncrester though, definitely it's like Gallagher and Space Invaders and what else I'm thinking of here? Galaxian, maybe? Galaxian. Gallagher, Galaxian, and Space Invaders had a baby and called it Mooncrester, which is, by the way, a great name for a child. If you're having a child at the moment, I suggest you calling your child Mooncrester. And the next one, Terra Crester, obviously. Right, coffee time. Time for a beverage. Time for a little sup of the old coffee. Oh, I hope you've got a beverage too. It's probably going to be a long one, this one. There's at least 7 games in this, so sit back, relax, enjoy your Sunday. The next week one, should happen. Stag do on the Saturday night, so hopefully I can record it on the Saturday day and get it on for the Sunday, which will be great. I'm kind of keen that happens. That might be yes, that should happen. It shouldn't be a problem. A lot of things going on in August to keep me very busy. A lot of busy stuff in August. And of course we've also got bank holiday in August, which is always good. We always like a bank holiday. And I love coffee. If you don't know, if you've not been on the channel before, I love coffee. If you love coffee, press that subscribe button. That's how it works. Or like it. It is actually how it works. Entirely. If you like it, push the button. Say no to AI generation. Press the like button. I've got all of them, I've heard them all on the YouTubes now. That is actually a major factor. Apparently, it's the use of AI in videos is actually reducing your revenue because they don't want the stuff that... It's weird, though, because, good old Google is pushing that as well at the same time. It's all about their own terms, isn't it? These big tech companies that are losing billions and basically giving money to each other to effectively sell us the same, the AI over and over again, while costing us a fortune in computers and hardware and electricity and all the other things. Oh, it's marvellous. Right, let's carry on. Let's do less politics and less sort of things, and let's play some Spectrum games, because Spectrum games are awesome. I don't know what the keys are. R5, 3, fine. Right. Let's do left, right, fire, H, A. Yes. Start game. I do like this game. I like it because the graphics are so beautiful. It's very simple. It looks exactly like the arcade, almost identical. The two things are identical, and you basically you shoot down these things, moving left and right. I'm not sure I'd like the keys I've chosen. I don't know why. They're not suiting me. So they see the sort of Galaxians, the sort of dancing in the space. That's what they used to call it, didn't they? That's space dance. Oh, damn it. And then you get sort of weird levels where you have to land the Galaxian the sort of the Terra Cresta or the Cresta. I'm guessing the Cresta's the name of the thing. And now we get double fire because we've got we've got the second part of it. So your lives are parts, which is kind of cool. It's a real shame that the first life you get is that just single firing thing instead of the multi-firing. Oh, sugar, you absolute horrible nastiness. And then we get the third one, which is very wide. So third life. I do like this game, though. I think it's great. It's one of those cracking games. I've said this before about Spectrum games. This, I mean, obviously it's faking sort of the... No, go. No, get off the screen. Where's he going? There, I've got him. It's faking that sort of, as if it's a scrolling along level. It's sort of faking that vertical sort of feeling, but it's nice. It just works really well. It's a very simple looking game, and I did really well there. Shot them all down beautifully. Now I think if you can dock them at some point as well, which is really cool. Shoot in the middle. Yeah, got them. Started to get improved here slightly. Yeah, we're just shooting in the middle. It's the best place to be. Didn't realise it was that easy. Sugar! Doing so well, and then I did that like an idiot. I did actually really well. Didn't get the high score, though. Didn't get... Look at the high scores. 25,000 is massive. It's a massive high score. Look at that, though. You get the whole title screen as well. It's brilliant. Let's have another go. I'm going to settle for the central screen, but this isn't good. The first little ship with its one gun isn't as good as those double ones, because those double ones just get them all, doesn't it? It's like dancing across the level. Got ya. There we go. Lovely. There we go. Lovely. They're all dead. So let's just see if we can find a position where I can get all these guys. Let's get all those ones. They just dance around. So I think it's Galaga where they actually dance. There's the level where there's like a bonus stage where they dance, which is kind of cool. So I've got a dock on the top of this, and then I've never done it though. Oh no, that didn't work. And I don't know if you lose a life or not, but I think when you dock, you get the extra part of the ship, so you get like 3 shots instead of the one that I've got right now. Never done it though. I'm not that good at the game. Oh my god, they absolutely that was really unfair on me there. Let's get this other life. Yeah, the second life. It's cool. We're gonna get the second part of the third part. Oh, because I crashed into the second part. Oh, good god. I don't even get. I literally killed myself here. Oh god. Knew you were gonna do that. Oh, get off. Get off. Oh, sugar. Got to the same part as I did before. That's really good. That's really, really good. That's an excellent start. That's the kind of game you want to begin with. Spectrum had some really good single sort of player games, or single screen games, should I say. So things like Jetpack, brilliant. Moon Buggy, also a fantastic sort of single screen sort of game. There are some really good single screen games, Chucky Eggs, Manic Miners, those kind of things. Just one screen of actions, one screen of things happening instead of scrolling around, moving about. Those are really nice. I mean, to be fair, especially those ones we leave rooms is a possibility of the single screen thing. But that whole single screen thing was just really nice. And something like that, a great shoot 'em up like that, oh, fantastic. We're going to do rubbish on this next one, but Combat Links came in a gigantic clamshell. Huge clamshell with I guess a Combat Links on the front of it, a Lynx helicopter. British military sort of helicopter. And it was used for, I think it was more for search and rescue than it was for well, maybe it was for just combat as well. A bit of both. I mean, I suppose the word combat gives away the kind of whether it was made that kind of way. But it was just, this game just sort of, you know, we talk about simulators on the Spectrum sometimes. We talk about the fact that Spectrum had Flight Simulator. It got F-15 Strike Eagle. It has a number of other simulators. Is it going to do the thing when it fires the missile? When it finally loads, it fires a missile at the tanks. So obviously it was used for combat. Anyway, interesting enough though, it just, there's so much good stuff in here. And it's Mike Richardson, of course, and he's responsible for some fantastic games. And Durell, of course, I often say they still exist to this day, but make insurance software because there was probably more money in it. But they probably had a lovely little stint of selling Spectrum games, I think, along the way. I mean, I would love to see how that felt back then when Durell was a thing. Is this still loading? It sounds like it's still loading, but it's definitely loaded. I wonder if that was for copyright purposes. Do not look at this next bit. £100 reward. Put your hand over it. Don't look, people. We may have. It's not letting me press the key though. Press the key. Do we have to read that over and over again? I have read that. I've pressed the keys. It's not worked. Definitely something not worked there, because that unfortunately is. What are you doing? I can't believe there's still specky noises on there. I can't believe that loaded and then didn't load. Right. Okay, people. Okay. Let's get the old PlayZX out. We'll get this one loaded on that as well. That's really annoying, actually, to be honest with you. Very annoying. Very annoying. System 4 made Mooncrester as well, apparently. Anyway, Combat Links. Durell's version. That was a combat. I'm just looking at the. It always, whenever I open up PlayZX and I'm kind of looking at it, it always kind of amuses me what else is on there. And in this case, there's you know that you search for it and you've got the joystick version of it and things like that. It's kind of weird that there's other versions there. I can't believe that didn't load though. Let's push the button. Let's put that in there like that. Have you ever seen the Kempston versions of things where there's a joystick version of it? So they've got the games that are originally there, and somebody basically re-edited the code to play the sort of the Spectrum, not Spectrum, with the Kempston joystick. I'm tripping over my words today. Tripping over my words, falling over them, falling backwards over them. I suppose it's all that playing all that Quake. I'm still shaking. I'm still shaking from it all. Madness. But yeah, so this one has two versions on PlayZX. One is Combat Links, and the other one's Combat Links joystick version. So it would then design for the joystick rather than just for the keyboard, which can be really, honestly, they can be really annoying when it comes to just the keyboard version. But when I said before, it came in this massive clamshell. It did. It's beautifully designed, beautiful box, beautiful level of in description and detail, and the cassette in there, and it's one of my favourites. I remember seeing Combat Links for the first time, and I'm pretty sure my friend had the original box as well. And the original clamshell, and it just looks great. It's one of those ones you want to put on your shelf and go, look, I'm a combat lynx or a lynx pilot. That's me. I'm a lynx pilot. I can fly a lynx, and it's just really, 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 really pretty. And that's the beauty, by the way, of physical things. I was in a sort of a big high street supermarket the other day, and my wife and I passed through the sort of the homeware section, which is where computer games and DVDs or Blu-rays now have been relegated to. And the sections are minuscule, and people will miss it when it's gone. When you can't physically go and buy a film anymore, when you physically can't, and you don't own it because it's in some cloud service and they won't let you download it, and you can't own these things anymore. It's people are going to notice some point that this is not great. These aren't yours anymore. They own them. They turn it off tomorrow. You never get to play it again. I mean, your whole terms and conditions with your operating system, for the most part, says that they can do what they like with your computer whenever they feel like it and turn things off. Quite literally, it's there. I'm probably sort of simplifying the legalese that's around that, but that's what's going to happen. Your Switch games, the Switch is still there, Nintendo being the only one still physically selling an actual cartridge or a key code cartridge which allows you to download it from their servers. What happens in 10 years time when it's the Switch 3 or whatever they call it this time round? I don't know what they call it after this time round. I always liked the DS, though. Did you not like the DS? I thought the DS and the 3DS was actually, or the 2DS, which was really confusing. The numbering was confusing. It's almost as confusing as the PC Engine, where it was the Core FX, 16, and then it was in America, and it was in Japan it was the Core FX 1, Core FX 2, and then Core version of this, and what a confusing name for a PC Engine. Anyway, though. You just, once it's gone, peoples. Enjoy the older games is what my suggestion to most people. Enjoy your Spectrum games. Enjoy it on the Spectrum. Enjoy it on your Omni Spectrum. There's a few others, can't remember them. Uni Specky or something like that. Or ZX Uni. There's things like that. Anyway, but Uno maybe that's the card game. One or two. But yeah, enjoy them on those while you still can, because it's quite important that we keep these things alive. I like the fact that there's a real sort of... it's really weird. You asked me this 10 years ago, maybe longer. Maybe 10 years. 10 years ago, and I remember looking at original PlayStation 1 games and thinking they were horribly janky looking. That they were new, and they're rough around the edges, and it's not beautiful and whatever else is. I now look at them with not rose-tinted glasses, but more a case of look what they managed to achieve in such a small amount of space. Tiny amounts of memory, tiny amounts of processing power, and they're producing some of the greatest games. I mean, nowadays we've got all... Technically, I mean, forget whether or not that you can't buy, hard drives or RAM, whatever else is. If people decoded better or optimized their programs, you probably wouldn't need it. We're probably at... Are we at the pinnacle of computer stuff? Possibly we are. I think we've probably hit the limit for most stuff. I don't. Most people they're after gameplay now, not whether or not it looks like real skin tone texture. And if you are still looking at skin tone texture, I think that's quite sad, realistically, because we've passed that. We're not bothered about that. We're probably past that when we got to the PlayStation 2 generation 27 years ago. That's probably where we got to. Here we go. Right, okay. Is it D? No. Escape. Break. What have I done there? What was D? That's scores. It's the scores. It saves the scores. K for keyboard. K. Right. Up. Down. Left. Right. Faster. Slower. Oh, here we go. I'm going to do it on these keys. West is west. East. North. South. Enable. Fire. Left arm. B. M. Sight on. T. Oh my god. Up. Down. left, right. Look how many buttons are in this. Oh my god, that is just unbelievable. Right. Where's it gone? There we go. This was, back in the day, I was mightily impressed with this. So there's our helicopter. Look how gorgeous this thing looks. There's our enemy there. We moved out of the way of the missile already. Look how beautiful that looks. Look at that. Some serious complexity involved in this. I really don't know how to play this, though. That's enable. Oh, weapon status. I thought I could enable my weapon. But look at that. Look at this little helicopter. I mean, I'm not going to play it long enough because I'm not going to give you the best demonstration at all in the world of it. But it's so good. I was so mesmerised by this back in the day, especially the fact that it came with that gigantic clamshell. I mean, that's amazing. Can I put the sight on? I think that's the sight left and right I'm doing now. Yeah, can't find my weapons. Is it enter enable? Wow, so impressive. But obviously not the greatest game for me to be playing right now because it's one of those. I really wish I had more time to learn these things. There'll be something I'm meant to be doing. Base. There was one for a message, wasn't it? It was I. No, I sound. You. That's pause. Where did I put the message? I feel like I've got something wrong here. There is a message on my base thing that says flashing M. I can't remember what I used for the message. Let's speed up. Let's speed down. That's me completely stationary and hovering. Whoa, missile! And other helicopters attacking me. Fire those missiles, please. Yeah, so many buttons though, unfortunately. So impressive though for what it was. I genuinely believe it's quite a cool game, but it does take a lot of getting into. It's one of those ones which does require a lot of getting into, and of course I'm pressing the wrong buttons. It's a bit like playing Back to School, you know, or school days. When you play those games, they've got like 3,000 or Contact. Is it Contact Sam Cruise? Playing those games, so many buttons to press. Absolutely every button under the sun. So this is the sort of mystery tape next. This is the one that said it had jumping jack on it. Whether it has it or not, that's the next question. So let's see. Now, that's probably why we call this What's on the Tape. We have had a lot of, in the past, some completely unknown tapes. I like them when they're completely unknown. You'd be surprised how many people actually write on them what they are. For all the tapes I've got to do these things, you'd be surprised how many people, don't write what they are. Ardidums. That answers the question first off. And Hair Razor was one of those as well. Ardidums. Ardidums, this is a game which I am going to completely fail at. There is a knack. You're meant to be... Are you a teddy bear breaking out or a baby? I can't remember. One of the two. You try to break out. This is Imagine, by the way. So it's one of their early games. And the idea is, I think you try to break out of the cot you're in, or pen, by stacking up coloured bricks in specific orders to do it. I know it sounds absolutely sort of deranged, doesn't it? So you're trying to break out and break free. It's a really weird game on that front. never really got on with this one. I have played it before, but I really wanted to go play this because we got Arcadia on here. And as I said, I'm pretty sure it was Simon who said in the comments the other week that he's playing Arcadia. If it wasn't Simon, apologise right now, because whoever it was, thanks for that. But Arcadia has just got a lovely use of the Spectrum's sort of colour clash and flashing and flickering of colours. It kind of works so really well. We'll see when we get to it. So we're quite looking forward to that one. We're quite looking forward to that. Imagine software. Press any key to begin. So yeah, we're a teddy bear. So at the top of the screen, there's like a stack of things we've got to do. Now I've got to try and find the keys. So that's left and right. What's up and down? That's down. That's up. Right. So, and then how do I stack? So, yeah, you can collect these things. I don't know what we're doing with them. Okay, how do we stack? How do we pick this up? Because I want the yellow ones to go to the top. You see this thing up here? Yeah, that's how we're making stairs. So we're putting the yellow one up there. Now I've mucked up all the colours so I can't tell what they are. Brilliant, you idiot. I've forgotten what order they go in. I think it goes in the piles of the orders. So I think it goes all the yellows first because they're the highest. So how do I pick these up? Come on now, teddy bear. How do we pick this up? Ah! Alright, okay, so let's put this one goes there because there's one of them, so I'm gonna guess they're like that. Then we go green ones. Like that. I'm not sure what we're trying to do in the sense of escaping. We got... Oh. Yeah. Here we go, teddy bear. Somebody taught me this during What's on the Tape. Not during... You know, this is not me guessing my way through it. I was told how to do this. I don't know how I get up there, though. Does that just stack? I've got died to the only thing in the room that's hurting me. Yeah, so they're right. Oh, I've got to tidy up, don't I? That's right. You've got to put things in a toy box as well. Oh, what? Does he not want that? What do you want? Now you get that. I'll put this in the toy box. Okay, I don't understand. You can put that in the toy box? I don't understand what I'm meant to be doing there. So I picked up green one there. Green. There's a yellow. Yeah, I don't understand what you meant. I now get that we're meant to be building out, but I don't understand how I'm meant to get those. If I can't climb up it like that, how can the poor teddy bear sort his stuff out? You get the point though. These are meant to be like 3-dimensional, so we're climbing up. Never really, as I said, never really got Ardiddums. It was kind of one of those games that kind of passed me by. There we go, teddy bear. Yeah, but we can't climb up enough. How does that work? And what have I got down here? Why is the man with the toy box getting upset? Why am I getting attacked? Why is it a thing? Why have I got a pea shooter? Why have we got a ball? Why can we throw the ball around or run at it and knock it about? And then throw it like that. I don't know. And then he hurts you and kills you and wipes out the toy box. What the heck is going on? He won't... Yeah, hello, laughy laughy. Laugh, laugh, laugh. I'm not A boot? Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know how to get out. What am I meant to do, peoples? Tell me. Yeah, tell me in the comments. I have no idea what I'm meant to be doing. I'm missing a crucial thing in our diddums. Never really got it again though. We were a teddy bear though, not a baby, because they obviously had the what was the other ones they had? There was a baby. It was the Wally family, wasn't it? Because the baby in that, the Wally baby. Was it Baby Wally? I don't know. One of the two. Yeah, so that was our diddums. So this could be Hair Razor, not to be confused with Hellraiser. They're two completely different things. The old Clive Barker Gorefest about another hell. Very good. Enjoyed that back in the day. Oh, this will be Jumping Jack. Jumping Jack. I quite like Jumping Jack. I think it's a pretty sensible game. There's a game called Molar, I think it is. Molar 2. Or is it Chomper? No, it's Chomper, which is a very similar idea. Look at him. There he is, Jumping Jack. Spelled like that. Very nice. Very good indeed. Good old Jumping Jack. Now, Chomper, sorry, is very much like that. It's on the channel if you want to have a little look. So Chomper was kind of where you're a big pair of teeth, and then you have to sort of fly around the level doing what this does. In this case, you have to work your way from the bottom to the top through gaps that appear in the floor. So the floor sort of slides left and right with a gap in it, and you have to jump up the gap and avoid whatever beasties on there as well. So there's beasties on each level. That's generally the gist of it. It's kind of cool, though. I quite like it. Here we go. Jumping Jack. There he is. What are my controls? Well, that's jump. That's death. And I fall down. If he gets all the way at the bottom, it's death. So I found jump. Question is, what's left and right? Come on, Jack, move. I've jumped again. Is it cursor keys? Could be. I'm not doing well here. Not finding the key. Oh yeah, I found that one. Oh, hang on. Okay. What's that? I've got left. That's jump, right? Okay. That's not a normal key though. We've got him to run around. It's not going to go very well though if we can't find a gap to jump through. Here we go. Died. I'm gonna have to Google it. I'm gonna use the old interwebs. Find out what it is. Spectrum Games, Jumping Jack. It's quite a good game though, because the simplicity of it is here. It's a bit like Nifty Lifty, which is one of those fantastic games that turns up quite a lot sometimes on What's on the Tape, and then sometimes you don't see it from ages and ages and ages and ages. Let's see if I can find the controls. £5.50 they're sold for. Quite a lot of, inspired a couple of other games apparently called High Rise and Headbanger. Very good. Let's have a little look. Find the instructions. Here we go. I think I've got them. Caps, symbol, shift, jump. What's space is right? Wow, really? These are terrible keys. Enter. Oh my god. I've got them. They're terrible keys. Symbol, shift, and spacebar left and right. And then cap, shift, jump. So let's hope this turns up and we can maybe get to the top. Come on now. I like the way it runs through the score. Oh, you idiot. Missed the gap. Mind the gap. It's a train now. Come on now. Come on. There we go, we're up. Okay, here we go. Next one. Oh, you idiot! No, 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 don't die! Don't die! Oh, no, don't die! Oh, we can run through the screen. I didn't realise that. I was just chasing through. I'm still not died though. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. That's bad. Run through level. Run through level. Come on now. Next one. Next one. We gotta do it. Oh, they bounced off each other there. That was a bit awful. Can't catch that one. Come on now. Oh, fell off. That way, that way, that way. It's quite a good game, actually. It is. It's very simplistic. I love the simplicity of this one. No, knock yourself out. Come on, come on. Keep going. Keep going. We'll do it this time round. I feel like there's a lot more of these appearing. Do you not? Or is that just me? Oh, God, fell down the left. Oh, no! No, all the way to the bottom. Oh. Oh, unbelievable. After all that effort, fell all the way at the bottom. Bang my head, died. Got 10 points, though. I don't know how I've got 10 points. I've done it again. I'm too eager. And up and then down. I've knocked myself out. That's brilliant. Jumping jack. Final score, 30 points, new high score. Brilliant. Great game. Fantastic bit of fun. Simple but playable. Early Imagine game as well. Another early one. This one, of course, is also an early one in the Arcadia. I quite like Arcadia, though. I got to admit, I've got a real soft spot for this one because it's a decent shoot 'em up, and I like a good shoot 'em up. I'm a bit of a fan of a shoot 'em up. I still think that it's weird though because games go through phases of what they are. And obviously, the arcade days, there was an awful lot of shoot 'em ups, a lot of run and guns and shoot 'em ups because it was simple, and the idea was that the shooting stuffs kept you busy, and it was easy to get into. You know, you just need to shoot. There may have been more subtleties to it, but just shooting and then bombing something with a large bomb, because there was usually a main shoot and a big bomb button. That's usually the way it went, unless you're talking about things like Space Invaders. But that was genuinely the way it went. Very simple. What kept you going was the fact that there was a lot of destruction. Things were easy to kill, but not too easy. You could you could keep practicing and almost learn the levels so you could get through them, which I think is a major factor for people in games. Realistically, I kind of like the learning thing. I like to see them. I mean, if you've not looked at the channel this week, there's Space Moth DX on there at the moment. And that's by 1cc Games. They are a London-based sort of a group of indie developers, and that is an arcade game for the. Well, to be fair, it's on the Switch. I know that's for sure. Don't know whether it's on anything else other than sort of the old PC. You can get it on sort of Steam, and I don't think you can get it on GOG, which is a shame. But it's a really good game. It's just a shoot 'em up. It's you're a moth, space moth, and you shoot stuffs, and it's kind of cool. It plays really nicely. Graphically, it's quite fun to look at. Arcadia. There we go, the Arcadia sign. I'm going to have a coffee now. Bit of coffee. Lovely. Oh, I love coffee. Right, okay, press the key to begin. What are my keys? Please don't be symbol shift and whatever else is. It is. Or is it left and right at the bottom of here? Yeah, I've got him. Right, what's up and down, though? I know that's left and right. There's an up. There it is, I've got it. Oh, wait. There we go. There we are. So it's a little thrust, but the thrust happens. Look at that. See how it changes colours? It's almost this like mesmerising sort of green and red that goes on when it's thrusting. I love it. It's really nice. I mean, this is one of these games where the colour clash is not a thing. Spectrum game with a colour clash, so what? Who cares? It looks great regardless. And I like the way this sort of ghosts as you hit the screen there. Look at that. It's really cool. So you hit the level for what this thing can fly to. And then we got sort of butterflies coming down. And me talking about space moths. Just there we go. Like bows coming down screen. And the explosions are so good when you die. It's so good. There's just a complete lack of caring about it. And in fact, it's a play on it. It's a play on the Spectrum sort of colour clash. It's glorious. It's one of the best parts about it, the fact that it plays on it. It uses those colours, the fact that it clashes in and out to make the ship look sort of more vibrant. Greens and reds going on, and I've got blown up. Starts a new game straight away. Doesn't even give you a chance. So I've died and I'm on to the new game. Yeah. Time left. I'm flying at them like an idiot. Just wait for them to come back. That would be nice. There we go. Love it. Time counting down quite quickly, actually. Let's go round them. Top of the screen. Shooting them all down. Lovely. Perfect. It's brilliant. It's such a simple little shooter. Such a simple little shooter. I like how simple it is. But sadly, I'm not that good at it. You start again when you lose your lives. Yeah. And the fire's like rain as well. It sort of pitter-patters. That's what it sounds like to me. Maybe a very standard noise, but it just sounds like pitter-pattering in rain. Especially as it like pools as it hits. It's very cool. Yeah, I like it a lot. I'm not onto the bows yet. Oh, nearly there. I want to get to the bows again. There we go. Oh! I think we're here. It's so close with that, though. I think I've died. We're back to level 1 again. Yeah, pressing the key at beginning. It's so much fun. It's so simple and so brilliant. Let's see if there's anything else on this tape while we're at it. Let's see if there's anything on this side anyway, because we've got at least 2 more games, which is Weetabix and Hair Razor, apparently. So let's give it a go and see whether or not they're there. It would be nice if I typed load dit for a change. Or load speech marks. I thought they were dits when I was a kid, basically, those little 2 little marks. I never thought they were. I didn't know they were speech marks. And you can maybe hear it. I think there was a little bit of Commodore noise there. A little bit of tasty Commodore noise. Now we've got the Weetabix. Have you had your Weetabix? It was meant to give you energy as a kid. That was the big thing, wasn't it? It was meant to give you Romic. Oh, by the way, whoever mentioned in the comments below, by the way, last week, I gave a description of a game that I played as a kid and I couldn't remember what it was, and I really enjoyed it, and it was really simple. I gave the description of it was sort of like green trees, felt like it was set in a school, sort of red borders around it and sort of maze-like, smiley faces and unhappy faces. Somebody found it, and I've looked, and it is the game I wanted and I've been looking for. It's a game called Beecher, which is set at Quainchill, not Cranechill, Quainchill School in Sigma B. So probably where Count Binface went to school, funnily enough, because it's Sigma 9 he lives in. So he probably went to Quainchill. I can't really say it. Quainchill. I feel like I'm saying. I feel like I've turned it into Jonathan Ross. Jonathan Wass. But anyway, they found it. That's the game. I put out a note to the community after somebody pointed it out, and I said, "Does somebody got a copy of this?" Next week, hopefully, I'll actually own the game that I've been looking for probably the last 20 years. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? It's probably taken 10 years, by the way, of what's on the tape for somebody to actually go, is this the game? This was the game. Anyway, right, okay. Press fire to begin. Choose level. What? 1. Alright, okay. And that's new Wheaties. And basically it's Space Invaders. And I've got... There's my little Wheaties man. As my shield. Right, what am I going to do here? I've got a gun now. Oh, I can fire missiles now. Was it one at a time? You are kidding, I've never played this before. I've got a shield on my head. And I fire one missile at a time. You are... Honestly, this is going to take a while. Boom. And they're called... Titchies? Right. It's a very... Weetabix. I've got this game. I've actually got this somewhere. And I remember Weetabix, and it was Weetabix or Ready Brek? Ready Brek was the one that used to heat you up, wasn't it? It wasn't Weetabix. People used to say you had your Weetabix though to do these things. There used to be. Now, do you remember when brand names like that were an actual part of society in a good way? They used, foodstuffs like that were so well known that it was like had your Weetabix. People used to say when you need to do something strenuous, had your Weetabix. They're going faster now that I've got less of them. I've just got like. Now I've got you. There you go. I hunted you down like a Weetabix should. I am the Weetabix though, of course. I'm the new Wheatie at the bottom. Or a Wheatie. Right, you're dead meat. I've had my Weetabix today, and you're getting it. Oh, missed him. After all that effort to chase him down, I did it. Dunk has filled up the new Wheatie with new Neaty Wheatie energy. Oh my god. Start the next attack at the Titchies. Twitchies, maybe. Haha. And there's 14 of them. I love the fact that he's got an umbrella he can wear just to block it all, so he can just put like that over his head and it doesn't hurt him. New level. I've blown one up already. They can't move very easily. Unless you shoot holes in their defence. It's thrilling, people. It's thrilling. I like to think, back in the day of these sort of things, these 80s and sort of 80s games, that they were quite experimental. They were allowed to experiment with everything. I mean, we've got plenty of games that were adverts. I mean, you had the Chewits game. That was the Chewits Monster, the monster game. I'm sure there was other ones, but there was quite a few, wasn't there? I'm surprised there wasn't a Frosties one, because I was big into Frosties as a kid. Oh, hang on, I took an input to my head there and didn't die. I didn't even push the button. Amazing. Yeah, just... Oh, look. Oh, it's the new Wheatie Engie's the thing that will... Oh, right, okay. So your points only go down with the Weetabix versus the Titchies. Yeah. Peoples, it is not very thrilling at all. I'll be honest, it's not thrilling at all. I have played better games. I like the way he just sort of saunters on with a big smile on his face. And he saunters onto the level and smiles at the twitchy twatchies. That's gotta be careful what I'm saying with that. Yeah, I don't think this would have kept me entertained that long. I'm surprised how long it's kept me entertained thus far as a kid. I think I would have been very impressed. I wasn't a Weetabix, I was a Shreddies man as a kid. Or Shreddies kid. I liked Shreddies more. What do you like? Were you Shreddies? Weetabix or Shreddies? What are you? Are you Shreddies or Weetabix? Or are you Frosties? Or the big Frosties? Frosties was probably my jam. Not the Cocoa Pops, the Frosties. We're getting into cereals here. What's your cereal choice? If you had to choose. Do you know what I like nowadays? Oh, it's controversial. Golden Nuggets. Oh, fantastic. Basically, because he goes, yeehaw. He's a yeehaw man. There's a Golden Nugget yeehaw man. I'm done with that, by the way. That's enough Weetabix for me. Let's see what else we got on here. Let's have a little look what else we got here. Yeah, Golden Nuggets. It's got a little gold hunter on the front of it. Reminds me of just got like a beard and stuff like that. It sort of reminds me of some kind of prospector. Listen to that. Can you hear it? Listen to that. It's Commodore. Let me. It's the Commodores, not the Commodores. The Commodore. Let me plug it into another tape deck so you can hear the tone of a Commodore. You know, so you know your enemy. You know what I mean? It's like learning their language. That's the way to do it. There we go. Yeah, here we go. Let's listen to this. So somebody's recorded over it with the glorious Spectrum stuff with the Commodore. Listen to that. Oh, that's what it sounds like, people. It's not glorious like the Spectrum, the noise of the lines going up and down. No, there's the growl, a little beep and burp on the screen. That's exactly it. Commodore users, you see. I can tell. I might have to wash myself after that. Just don't look at the Commodore content on my channel. It might change you. Not be able to take it. Right, I'm going to rewind the tape now because that's clearly... They were recorded over something Commodore. They must have had I suspect, because there was at one point there was like multi-tape things that you could get from magazines where you had like Commodore, Amstrad and Spectrum on there, and you could get those. Those were the kind of things that were maybe involved with that. Right, here we go. We're on the other side. This could be Hair Razor, as I say. Not to be confused with Hellraiser. Classic film, up to 11 films. Now, I'm gonna. I like a good sort of 80s horror movie. I'll be honest. I do like them, but I'm a bit with Bruce Campbell on this, right? Not necessarily to do with Hellraiser, but to do with the Evil Dead films. I have seen the new. Oh, I need load code. I've seen the new Evil Dead film, and I'm trying. I'm a bit like Bruce. What happened to the comedy? Evil Dead 1, 2, and 3, and which was the Army of Darkness with Bruce and himself. Yes, it was a horror movie, but there was a sense of humour that went with it. It was a bit of a laugh as well as stupid and grotesquely violent, you know. Now, it's just grotesquely violent. And by the way, they've discovered physical effects again. Well done, Hollywood. Delighted for you. Well done, you. But there was sort of Bruce suggested recently that he wants to bring back the comedy element to it. I agree, because there was even a TV series which he featured, which had comedy involved in it. That was the kind of point. That was Evil Dead's thing. It's a bit like the fact that Hellraiser completely lost its way after about the second movie, realistically. Oh, look, there's instructions. Unlock the treasure with the cursor keys. Cool. Okay, we're on it. All right. Anyway, but it was like the Hellraiser movies. They changed over time to become effectively detective dramas in most cases. Some kind of detective drama, following to the point where there's hell involved. You know, that's kind of the general gist of it. Even the new remake, which they basically was that very subtle. This is a bit like Ghostbusters versus Ghostbusters, and if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. They set it in a different variation of the box. There's a puzzle box basically that opens hell, and they did a different one for the 2022 movie. So it's slightly different. But there's 11 movies of that. Some are better than others, but they even shoehorned a couple, because there was a couple where they had a horror movie and they thought it looked a bit so much like a Hellraiser. They made it Hellraiser by inserting Hellraiser elements to it, including one of the main characters. Wow, really, really weird. A Hair of gold and jewels has been hidden. Was hidden. It laid beneath the ground. A seeker solved the riddle and clues, and the beautiful treasure was found. The hare again a new owner seeks, one who will make history. So good luck with your quest, for the hare is at rest. To awaken it when you find the key, through no hounds will need, nor even a steed. To find this, pick up a hidden prize. No spade or pick or computer trick, just a pen and paper. Pencil, paper and eyes. Okay. The grass is like a carpet. The sun shines up. The grass is like a carpet, the sun shines up. What am I doing here? The grass is like a carpet. What am I doing? So let's push the curse keys. It keeps disappearing. The grass is. I'm just repeating. I feel like I'm in a time loop now, people. If you know Red Dwarf, so what is it? It's a white hole, sir. It spews time outwards. So what is it? Yeah, the grass is like a carpet, people. What? I don't know. What am I doing? Did I die? I pressed the brake key and it exploded. Let's see what else is on the tape, if there's anything else. That was quicker than I thought it was going to be this week. I thought it was going to be longer. I really apologise. I feel like I should be running on for hours and hours and hours. Hang on. Brace! Oh, jumping jack. For a minute there, I thought we'd found something new. I feel like I want to move on, though, and speed up through it and see if there's anything else. And so jumping jack twice and hair raise. Leave the tape running, yeah, I know. Because he does this little spinning of his man. Look. Very good. Albert Ball. Graphics by Stuart C. Ball. I guess they were brothers back in the day. It was such a great time to get into computer games, especially publishing at the time. And it amazes me to this day. I think they all just got rich and then just moved on from it. I think that's a very... I hate to say this, but there's a lot of British companies here. I think that's a very British thing to do with companies. I think they come and go. Survival or sort of staying on for many, many generations for this kind of thing, I don't think was a thing. You know, imagine if they had, though. I don't think we'd have been talking about certain other big US tech firms if the UK had stayed with this kind of stuff. I don't think so, anyway. Maybe it's just me. Love the way he just moves across the screen. Nice jump. Run across. Right, let's see what else is on this tape. We've seen this one already. Let's see if there's anything else. We're gonna go for it as we're here. As we're here and you're here. Could be more Commodore sounds. Oh, hang on. No, that's Arcadia. I think. Yeah, there we go. I think we've reached the limit of this. Let's see. I'm not gonna load that one either. That's Arcadia. Anybody know how that hair razor works? Do I have to open a box? Is there a strange puzzle box involved in it? Where they'll show me such sights. I know, it's a very cultural reference. It's not a cultural... What's a current cultural horror movie that people would reference? I don't think there are any ones. I saw the trailer for Ahsoka recently. That looked good. Yeah. Let's see if there's anything after this. I reckon it'll be another game. Well, probably. Considering that's what we're playing on the tape with games. Maybe? What's this? Diddums. Yep. Game I still don't understand. Yep. Don't understand you. So I think all the games are on here. I think we're done. Yeah, I think they're all on here on one side. Yeah. Let's see what this one is. That's the end of our diddums. Sort of I think this is like that weird sort of final loading element of it. I'm gone quiet now. Let's see if there's anything else. Something to surprise us with. Not Weetabix versus the Titchies. More Commodore. I can hear it. If you listen quietly, you can hear it in the background. And with that, that's the end of What's on the Tape for this week. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe and all that kind of stuff. Down the bottom left-hand corner will be last week's, well, not last week's, week before's video, but there are plenty of other videos or plenty of other What's on the Tapes on the channel. Please feel free to have a little look through them all. The numbers are arbitrary. Help yourself. Anyone is quite good fun. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Please, see you next week. I was going to say please like and subscribe, but I've already done that. So we'll see you next week. See you soon. Bye-bye now.